Hey, you! What are you doing here?
I try to accomplish the tasks given to me to the satisfaction of the monastery.
Are you satisfied with your task?
Yes, of course. My faith in the wisdom and power of Vinos gives me strength. I don't mean to seem disrespectful, but I have a lot to do today.
You may carry on.
Thanks.
Hey! You must never lose faith.
No, I mean, I would never do such a thing, honest.
We are all often put through severe tests.
Yes, Master. I will always remember that. Thank you.
I went to see Orlan.
And? Did you get the 240 gold coins?
I've got the gold.
Excellent. You're really useful. Take this spell scroll of healing as a reward. Now go and find yourself something else to do.
Hey, you! Any news?
Yes. Well, you've probably noticed those black-robed figures.
I've met them.
This brings us to the core of the matter. At the moment, we're observing a very rare constellation of stars. To be more exact, the sign of the ox currently stands in direct correlation with the sign of the warrior. I suppose you know what that means.
Well, to be honest...
Yes, I see. Well, I cannot explain the entire background to you now, but it definitely signifies a great change, and I do not like change. Therefore, I want you to get me a book from town. It's called The Divine Power of the Stars. You may have to rummage around for it a bit, but I'm sure you'll find it.
I'll see whether I can find it.
That's good. It frees up my time so I can follow some other trails as well, but don't take too much time. Time, I'm afraid, is what we have the least of.
Is there anything else you want to tell me?
No, not at the moment, brother.
Not at the... Hey! I've come from the old Valley of Mines.
What do you have to report?
The enemy has formed up there with an army of orcs and dragons.
We have already learned that from Milton. But what about the king's shipment of ore?
The mine they are digging for Garand in the valley cannot satisfy the demands of the king.
The days are becoming grayer, and the light of the sun is ever weaker.
I was attacked by men in black robes.
I know. Those are the Seekers, henchmen from the nether realms of Beliar. Beware of them. They will try to take possession of you. Once possessed, you will no longer be yourself. Only here in the monastery could you find help then, so be careful. I have asked Karas to look into this matter. He will certainly win some further insight soon, which can make us see clearer. Here, this rune will bring you directly back to the monastery if you need our help. Remember, we must offer resistance or we shall all be doomed.
Is there anything else you want to tell me?
No, not at the moment, brother.
should have known better.
That's nothing new.
Hey! How are your studies coming along?
I've been able to find out something about the Seekers.
And what would that be?
They are, quite obviously, of demonic origin. But at least they are, or were, under the influence of demons. Be careful if you meet them.
What a novel concept.
I'm sorry, but I don't have enough material to make a more precise statement. But if you could manage to bring me something of theirs to examine.
What kind of material do you need?
What do I know? Any objects which especially belong to these beings.
Do you want me to bring you a corpse?
No. Are you crazy? The dangers posed by a demonic being within the walls of the monastery are much too great. It will be enough if you find some objects which are typical for these beings. The remains of the demonic aura which cling to them should offer enough clues for an examination.
Could the sleeper be involved in this?
I have heard the story of the sleeper, but from a distance I cannot say anything about it. There are countless demons, and any of them could be involved.
I shall see what I can do.
It would certainly be very useful. In the meantime, I will carry out my own personal research.
Nobody ever asks me.
There have been all kinds of rumors.
I've found a strange almanac.
Really? What kind of an almanac is that?
I'm not sure. I thought you would know what to do with it.
Forsooth, that is very disquieting. I am glad that you brought it to me. That was very wise. I assume that there are more of these. Go and find more of these books of damnation. I suspect that it is an instrument of the Seeker's power. They use it to control the lost souls of their victims. They obviously write down the names of those whom they are planning to possess in these books. Listen, I am giving you this magical letter. It will show you the names which are written in the books. Find those victims and bring me their books. I shall dispose of them. But first, you ought to show at least one of them to Karas. Maybe that will help him in his studies. Do not make the mistake to try and destroy them yourself. You are not ready to withstand their power. Do not get close to the Seekers, or they will take possession of you. If you still find yourself unable to resist their call, come back to me as fast as you can. Only here in the monastery can your soul be saved.
Is there no protection against their mental attacks?
That is possible. Karas could know something about that.
Is there anything else you want to tell me?
No, not at the moment, brother.
Why haven't I heard about this before?
Hey, you! Is there a way to protect oneself against the mental attacks of the Seekers?
No idea. I still know too little to answer that. Ask me about it later.
He simply talks too much.
Hey,
That's nothing. You really believe that?
That's not what my husband thinks. But that's terrible.
show me your wares.
Better shut up. And he works all day, too. That's not what my husband thinks. That's what I've always said.
I can only wait and see. That's the truth.
And thus spake Adanos to his brothers, Never again shall you walk upon my land, for it is sacred.
Hey, you!
There you are again!
You wanted mushrooms. I've got a few murky mushrooms here.
Ah, those are the best. Well done. Here's your gold.
And here are some of the others.
These are not quite as good as murky mushrooms, but I'll take them anyway.
Show me your wares. Don't say you didn't know that.
Nothing surprises me anymore.
You didn't get that from me.
Hey,
Things I could tell you.
How's business?
Not so great. Back when the barrier was still in place, times were better. The prisoners would scrape boxes and boxes of ore from the mines, and my ships then brought it to the mainland. On their way back, they bought food and other wares. But now we're cut off from the mainland, and I have to rely on the farmers for supplies.
Things I could tell you.
How do you make a living now?
I'm ruined. I should have listened to my father and kept out of this mining business.
You don't have to tell me that.
We see you, worm. You cannot escape us.
there's...
That hit the spot.
No fighting here. Let that be a lesson to you. Not even any gold. I think I'll take your weapon.
You don't have to tell me that.
Do you really believe that?
You just have to listen.
Wait a minute.
Bad business.
You're possessed.
Go away, go already.
I never knew that.
You just have to listen.
But no, he insisted he knew better.
Been there, done that.
Do you really believe that?
You don't have to tell me that.
I've heard a thing or two.
That doesn't surprise me.
But they're smashing each other's skulls.
Soon we shall command them all. You and your pathetic magic skills are no danger to us.
Wait a minute.
You're not yourself.
My head! I can't stand it anymore.
You should go to the monastery. Pyrokar, the highest fire magician, might be able to help you.
Do you think? Well, okay, I'll give it a try.
Hey! Vino isn't going to come back. They drove him insane.
Bye, Innes. Hopefully this nightmare will be over soon.
It can't go on like this forever.
That's not what my husband thinks.
He never would have thought of that himself.
He really didn't deserve that. Nobody ever asked for my opinion.
No, he insisted.
You hardly know who to believe these days.
Everybody knows by now.
That's really not my problem.
Works on me too. These are bad times.
No idea. Tell me.
Cut out this magic crap.
We see you, worm! You cannot escape us!
Just stay away from me with that magic of yours.
Smart kid.
Wait a minute. You are possessed.
What? Why are you talking about? Get out of here!
Could have told you that before.
Those are all just rumors.
I can tell you even more about those possessed.
Speak, brother.
I've got even more books of the Seekers for you.
That is good. I am afraid, however, that there are more of these to find. Go on searching. Take this. It is a gift from the monastery which will help you when you face evil. And remember to have a look at my magic letter once in a while. It is possible that they may try the same on others whose names were not yet found in the almanacs. You only just had your healing potion. Don't come back to me until you really need my help.
Told you that. You have to feel sorry for the poor guy.
Why haven't I heard about this before?
Hey! I've got the book for you.
Very good. Give it here. You may withdraw now. I shall retire and study.
Found anything out yet?
Well, I cannot be completely sure, but the current constellation of the stars seem to indicate many dangers.
What kind of dangers?
Well, the structure between the worlds seems to be very weak. It only takes a small portion of the power that would be necessary otherwise to tear a hole in this structure. Demons could use those portals to enter our world without encountering resistance.
Hey! Is there a way to protect oneself against the mental attacks of the Seekers?
No idea. I still know too little to answer that. Ask me about it later.
How are your studies coming along?
I am still working on the interpretation of the evidence about the Seekers. As soon as I know something, I will, of course, inform you immediately.